In Vietnam, we were joined by two friends, Elena and Cedric, from Luxembourg for 2 weeks.
Throw me down, I'll steal the moon.
We started our trip together in the village of Phu Long, known for its rice terrace landscapes. On the first day we had a good weather at first, but then things got a bit more complicated. We found a shelter at family's terrace before being driven back by the hairdresser of the village. Two to 3 hours drive from Phu Long, Ninh Binh. We started off with a bike ride, which is a perfect way to discover most of the touristic sites.
Easy, 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 one more time to slow it down. Repeat, 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 just a little louder now. Easy, 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 has it really happened yet? Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it down, that's all I have to say. At best, at best, at best, at best.
We then went to a boat cruise on the river and sailed under caves and saw amazing landscape on the way. And finally, we went up Hang Moi, where we had a panoramic view over the landscape.
Climb up the wildest trees to ride on the softest breeze. You could be all.
2 days and 1 night in the middle of Ha Long Bay, in a bit of luxurious boat.
Guys, it's a boat next to the boat and he's trying to sell us stuff. It's amazing.
You're the one for me, can't you see? Though happy, though sad.
The cruise in itself is simple and you get to do some activities while there, like while kayaking or swimming in the lake.
You're the one for me, can't you see?
But the key activity is the sunset and sunrise view from the top deck of the boat with amazing colors.
Thunderous rain pouring in. I will hand you my umbrella to keep you dry to the end. Baby, you are the one for me. Give you all the land and seas. You're the one for me.
And back in Hanoi, as you can hear and see, now we're gonna take the bus, a night bus. We're gonna arrive to our accommodation around 2 a.m. and we're going to what accommodation, Cedric? What city?
Phong Nha Caves.
We're going to Phong Nha to discover the Phong Nha Caves. Apparently it's one of the best ones in the world, one of the biggest ones. So we're gonna go check that out. I'm not a big fan of caves, but I think that's the best cases where I can change my mind. So we'll check it out. We're gonna arrive quite late, so we're gonna take it slow tomorrow morning and then tackle it.
So we booked the whole cabin. We thought it was going to be bigger than this, but actually this is the space. So it's the same space as a single cabin. Luckily, we only have 10 hours of bus, so 10 hours.
Are you not
Or 8.
we were at 5?
Yeah,
At 2,
at 2, yeah, 8 hours. And yeah, so it's going to be okay because we're used to like the 24 hours single cabin, so it's going to be okay. But yeah, it's if we had known, we would have booked a single cabin because we actually pay just slightly less than if we had a 2 times single cabin. Voilà.
Yeah.
Take, if you need to know, take a single cabin, even if you're super intimate with the other person. Caves are not my thing, but I gotta admit, these caves are huge and impressive. It is worth a detour if you are around and you get to walk in the jungle to make it even more adventurous.
Someday, one day we'll meet further down the lane. Raise a glass and pour some wine. Do me one more thing if you could be so kind. Drink with me, drink with me. Finds a way to get us back to the start again. To get us back to the start again. To get us back to the start. Life finds a way to bring us back where it all began. To bring us back where
And we are now to Hoi, a small city on the coast of Vietnam. It's more or less in the middle of Vietnam. We arrived this morning around 8, and now we're visiting the imperial city. I think it's gonna take us more or less 1 hour. It's really big place like that, and nice building over there. We're gonna walk around. It's a nice, perfect moment to walk around and to see a bit more the culture of Vietnam that I think is a bit less explored. It's definitely not as touristic as Hanoi or Ninh Binh or the city we've been for so far. And we are now on the road between Hue and Hoi An. On the road, so basically it's 4 hours drive, and on the road there are a few stops we can do, and we're taking advantage of this. So we have a driver that's gonna drop us in Hoi An, and on the way we're stopping to 3 different places. First one is a cemetery where we are now actually walking, and it's kind of this temples mausoleum that are there established, and it's basically one rest place per family. So we arrive in the second stop, Hoi An Pass, and as you can see there's lots of clouds.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. It makes it dramatic. The issue is that actually there's a typhoon that's coming in Vietnam, actually starting today. So that's the reason why it's so cloudy, so rainy. So we're not gonna spend lots of time here because it starts to be a bit apocalyptic, I would say, weather-wise. So we try to take some videos, photos, and continue our road. And for the sake of comparison, this is how it's supposed to look like on a sunny day. So quite the difference.
Used to wake up in the morning, brushing my teeth half broken, walking through the streets, puff smoking, trying to make this heart feel right.
So the third stop was actually the Golden Bridge Hand, pretty famous for the pictures. And the driver actually asked us if we already bought the tickets. We said no, and he gave us the price, and it was more than $30, around 30 euros. And we're surprised. And then we checked it. It's actually a theme park where you have the Golden Hand Bridge. So you can spit on our face that we didn't do enough research, but it was a bit misleading. And so now we ended up in a theme park in this weather on the same day that there's a typhoon on the coast. And we have an amazing view, as you can see, guys. Yeah.
Proof there are angels up in this life, sitting on my shoulders.
And we are here. We did all this way to see this, touching it. Yeah, it's a hand. So the theme park is a fail. The typhoon, let's say, beat us. So now we're going. Typhoon 1, it's a team Luxembourg 0. And we're going now down with the cable car because it rains just too much to enjoy. So let's try to make it alive down.
Hoi An, the prettiest city to me in Vietnam. 1,000 lanterns and cute streets. It is hard not to fall in love with this town, where every corner is a piece of art and where you can enjoy a boat ride surrounded by shining lights. Unfortunately, a typhoon was hitting the city and we could not take fully advantage of the beach at the moment, but at least we were safe and grateful for being here.